I joined a reality TV show and slammed right into my A-list ex-boyfriend. I forced a plastic smile. See you tomorrow, Declan. Pure fake sugar dripped from my voice. Seconds later, sharp knocks rattled my bedroom door. His signature lazy drawl bled through the wood. It's tomorrow. Come out and see me. Me, plus thousands of fans currently watching my live stream. My nightstand clock flashed exactly 12:01 a.m. The live chat exploded. Bro, the obsession is real. Someone explain the concept of tomorrow to this man. Chapter 1. The hell kind of tomorrow is this? It's literally 12:05. He sounds so desperate. Just go out and see him. Let us see who this bold guy is. Has the guy outside ever read a dictionary? Does he know what tomorrow means? Wait, if I'm not hearing things, was that Declan? It totally sounds like him. Declan, the man who permanently occupied the top 3 spots on the entertainment industry's most eligible bachelors list. He broke the internet and debuted based solely on a leaked ID photo. Watching his name flood the screen, I forced a dry laugh. I opened my mouth to play it off, but the man outside beat me to it. Harlow, we agreed on tomorrow. You're 5 minutes and 7 seconds late. I was dead. Declan's voice was too distinct. It had that signature lazy, gravelly texture. I glanced back at my phone. The screen was completely hijacked by his name. Holy shit. It is Declan. Probably just sounds like him. No way it's actually him. I mean, technically it's 12:05 a.m. He's not wrong about it being tomorrow. You guys flip-flopped so fast. A second ago you were insulting his intelligence. In less than a minute, my viewer count skyrocketed from 4 digits to 6. The app froze completely. The screen became utterly unresponsive. I force-closed the app. I shoved myself off the bed and marched toward the door. I yanked it open. He had only buttoned his shirt halfway. The wide-open collar exposed the hard, sculpted lines of his chest. I glared at him. Can I help you? Didn't you say, see you tomorrow? I thought you needed me for something. Declan was shamelessly twisting the truth. I gritted my teeth. My mistake. It's late. Please go back to your room and get some sleep. He theatrically checked his watch. It's exactly 12:10 a.m. Not late at all. Let's go grab breakfast. My treat. Only an idiot turns down free food. He leaned against the doorframe, raising an eyebrow with a mocking smirk playing on his lip. He was baiting me. That was the last straw. I exhaled sharply and flashed him my brightest, fakest smile. I'm not eating. Get lost. Do you have any idea that I'm currently? Harlow. A cold shout cut my rant short. My pupils constricted as I spotted the woman marching toward us, her face pale with horror. I was so incredibly screwed. It was Carmen, my manager. She looked at me like her will to live had just evaporated, dropping her voice to a frantic whisper. You absolute menace. Your live stream didn't disconnect. It caught every single word. My blood ran cold. Screwed didn't even begin to cover it. I could practically see my career waving goodbye. Declan redefines tomorrow. Harlow tells Declan to get lost. 12:30 a.m. Trending topics about me and Declan hijacked the top charts. The internet was in an uproar. Is this my punishment for staying up late? What exactly is his relationship with that woman? This D-list nobody is desperate for fame. She actually has the nerve to leech off his clout. Fans only have meltdowns over his actual girl. LMAO. They just talked about grabbing food. What does that prove? Even Batman doesn't rush over at midnight just to beg Robin to grab a late-night bite. How could anyone look at Declan's ridiculously hot face and tell him to get lost? She's so fake. I stared at that last comment and chuckled, nodding in total agreement. Valid point. Chapter 2. Declan had top-tier genetics, sharp jawline, deep-set eyes. Whenever he lifted those heavy lids to look at someone, his gaze was glacial. He radiated a cold, untouchable distance. It was honestly hard to stay mad at a face and body like that. Except for me. That flawless exterior was just a scam. Underneath, he had a razor-sharp tongue and a petty streak. If this guy bit his own tongue, he'd drop dead from his own poison. Declan had been 2 years ahead of me in college. I had fallen for him at first sight. After 2 straight weeks of shameless chasing, I finally scraped together the guts to confess. He stared at me, a cold smirk playing on his lip. Have you been inhaling too much dry shampoo? Or are you just naturally this delusional? Autumn warned me. You can't force chemistry. I scoffed at that. You don't know if a drink is bitter until you take a sip. I threw myself at him for another solid month. Finally, he rejected me again. He looked me dead in the eye. There's a fine line between dedication and desperation. You just sprinted past it. I gritted my teeth and chased him for another 2 weeks. On my absolute final attempt, I cornered him. To my absolute shock, he actually said yes. Naturally, the very next day, I unceremoniously dumped him. He let out a dark, disbelief-laced laugh. He demanded to know why. I tipped my chin up, completely unapologetic. Honestly, you're kind of mid once the novelty wears off. Hey, pure, unadulterated petty revenge. His eyes went dead. You've got nerve. Not long after that, I stumbled my way into the entertainment industry. I hadn't seen him since, until earlier today. Davis had told me to wait outside the shooting location. He sent someone to fetch me. 2 minutes later, a figure approached through the misty rain, gripping a black umbrella. I couldn't make out his face in the downpour. All I saw was his sheer height. He wore a skin-tight black turtleneck. The wet fabric clung to every hard muscle of his chest. The umbrella dipped low, only exposing a sharp, angular jawline. He stopped exactly 3 steps away. My eyes locked onto the thick veins roping across his knuckles as he gripped the umbrella handle. My mouth went completely dry. I swallowed hard. Hi, I'm the new guest. You can call me Harlow. A low, vibrating chuckle slipped from his throat. The umbrella tipped back. His face hit the light. My breath hitched in my throat. He stared down at me. Long time no see. Do I need to introduce myself? I ducked my head instantly, my voice cracking. No need. Carmen's frantic voice snapped me back to the present. We went to college together, I admitted. Do you guys have beef? I don't think so. The lie felt chalky on my tongue. He actually played nice when we bumped bumped into each other earlier today. He carried my luggage. He even mock-sweetly asked if my vision problems had cleared up yet. When he asked that, he straightened his spine. The black turtleneck stretched taut, outlining the heavy, sculpted planes of his chest. Staring at it made a wave of primal regret wash over me. I should have copped a feel, traced those abs, and kissed him breathless before I dumped him. And just now, he invited me to grab a midnight snack. That meant we were totally cool, right? I latched onto that logic and nodded with fake conviction. No beef at all. Carmen jumped at my sudden volume, rolling her eyes. Whatever. Just go to sleep. I'll handle PR. I tossed and turned that night. The past kept bleeding into my dreams on an endless loop. The guy in my dream was crisp and untouchable. He had his uniform buttoned all the way to his throat. Lean, rigid, and standing on that auditorium stage, radiating that arrogant, blinding confidence only a teenage boy could pull off.